100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash. Slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle.
All right, Coach, thank you. There's a look at New Era Field here in Orchard Park, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Buffalo Bills. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13.
Come on, fellas.
Set. Like 88!
56! Pick it up! Pick it up! Pick it up!
Hey, alert! Jim! Time to go!
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And that's not the start that he was looking for as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Back at the 22-yard line.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, here's Watson. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards that time and a Buffalo first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Pass.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Dancing to his left. And incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Murray now on 1st down. This pass complete to Higgins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
First down, Raiders.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Scott Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
You got to get the ball. See, you get the ball right here.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
35-yard line.
57, 18. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now on 2nd and 13. Watson. This one caught by Isabella. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Andy Isabella hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak. Got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Second down, Murray sets to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Murray with a 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This will be taken at the 10. It's a 69-yard punt. 69 yards. Wow. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, go. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Shoot.
2nd and 5 now. Watson in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
I got you, son.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
That's what I'm talking about, boy. That's what I'm talking about.
So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Oh, you got deep? 56 miles.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Watson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Watson from the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at about the 14. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Scott Miller with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here?
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run. 24, check 24.
Now a give, right side. Dobbins. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 41.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Check 99. Switch gears.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Throwing on first down is Murray. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Scott Miller on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On first down, Watson. That one complete. He finds Shark. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Watson now to throw. They'll roll him out right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, come on,
Watson. Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
He's checking. 39.
3rd and long. It's Watson going for Metcalf on the... That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down.
First down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Hey, eat. Hey, me and you all day.
From the red zone now, Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Hey, alert. Bang.
Back to throw, Watson. Steps away to his... And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And he's going to go down again. Leonard Floyd, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Michael Pilardi now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this defense will take over right at midfield. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Watch the whip.
Here's Murray from midfield. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, he's been the guy, already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Check.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray, and he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. K1 short. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray going deep this time. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland.
Good job.
Scott Miller on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
31. Here it comes. Tighten up.
Here's Watson operating from the gun. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
A dime look defensively for the Raiders on third down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. Here's Watson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch twist.
First down, Murray. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Murray now to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Murray now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Murray again, 2nd and 10. Open man is Higgins. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Murray to air it out again. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 1st and 10, Murray. Throw left side to Higgins. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on 2nd down, Murray. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. 23 yards for the touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A big run by Kareem Hunt. 43 yards on the ground. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Watson. Throw left side, completes Isabella. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
Now Watson to throw on 3rd down. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted.
Go, Lucky.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. And an alley to run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Murray now on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle, into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by. And my goodness, another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
I don't even know why this team showed up. Shift. Check three.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Rush in.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 44. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
A lone second remains now in this 3rd quarter.
It's our time.
After the turnover, here's Murray. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Watson. This one caught by Isabella. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Watson looks to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle.
Let's set a tone, fellas.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes.
To a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack on 1st down, Watson, he sets to fire deep. And my goodness, another interception. Buda Baker with a pick, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing on 2nd down, Murray being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down to nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Watson. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Bills on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, Watson. Able to find Isabella. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Cut.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the gun, here's Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd and 10, Watson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. That sack came from the corner. On the corner blitz, it was Josh Jackson.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
What you got, Heavy? Give me something.
Another try after the first down sack. Watson. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go. It's caught inside the 25. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
55. Not here. Watch tight. Tight end right. Hey, 4 down. Yeah. Watch twist.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Watch the screen. Check.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. On 3rd down, Murray. And it'll be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Hey, let's go. Interception.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Check 55. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Throwing again is Watson. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Watson gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11th. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
56. Mike, 56 right there.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Here we go. Mike, 51. 70 ending. Push him back. Push him back. Switch. Go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He wasn't ready.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Switch.
Back to throw it. Murray. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle. So for Oakland, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they lose their 9th game on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.